and just got some new tank tops and shorts at what is going on with the camera. Hopefully that'll be in the video. It's like the lights are fluttering. It's not happening on my end. I just got a new tank top and some new shorts. I don't know how good these shorts are going to be. I saw them, I saw the length, and I thought, oh, that's going to be good. But then I'm worried about the fabric, that I'm going to bend down, I'm going to rip it. We'll see. Both these things are $10. Things are $10. I haven't taken the tags off yet. And this is a large. You're going to say you should have gone extra large, or you should have gotten a medium. I mean, you should have gotten an extra large or a double extra large. And you know, like, suck in my stomach, flex, you know, at the right angle, it almost looked good. It's like, who does he think he is wearing that? But then, once you stop flexing, you know, then you're pregnant again, you know? And, guess I'll go ahead and remove the tags. Probably should have gotten scissors for that. You know, you're gonna rip off your tags. That's where it starts damaging your clothes. Actually, you can't see it, but it's a Tom and Jerry themed tank top. Alright, now I was gonna start today's workout with 15 minutes on the bike, and I got a protein bar. Maybe I'll eat it halfway through the workout. A week, and I'm still using the same water bottle. I just keep on filling it back up with water, and you know, then once it gets dirty, I'm just gonna put it in the recycling or whatever. Grab a new Smart Water from the pack. Sort of difficult for me to get a word in, but that's because I edited all the parts where I wasn't talking out. I had a water bottle in high school, and it would get dirty, and I would keep on drinking out of it, thinking, oh, it'll help my immune system fighting the germs, you know? And it's like, well, what's the point of that, you know? And the other water bottles I had, besides a really good one I had that was just, you know, like thermal laced, or I'm just making something up. It was something that had a sort of lunchbox cover, in a way, whatever you would call it, to keep it cold, so that, you know, you put ice in it, and the ice doesn't melt as quick because of the lunchbox cover. But, you know, who needs ice water? Well, it helps on a really hot day. Other than that, though... Yeah, I was laughing at everything I was saying when I was rewatching. Then the third water bottle I had a mixer bowl in the water bottle, and we'd use those for protein shakes and stuff, or we'd have some kind of juice mix and have the mixer bowl in there. But then what ends up happening is they don't keep their water bottle clean, and then it starts looking all gross. Yeah, I'll do some pull-ups first, then I'll keep talking. Okay, and you know, it's actually, I think this is funnier without the music going. Yeah, and then it's like, is that a pull-up or a chin-up? And for me, it doesn't really matter. They're the same thing. If you want to be technical, it was a chin-up. Here's another one. And I already started my warm-up. Grips that go in on the sides. Is that a pull-up? That doesn't look right. Good question. I don't really know. That's something I wanted to do right there, is do a corner video for my
cardio workout. That was a warm-up.
Thing, you got your pre-workout.
This was 15 minutes earlier.
I mean, they've been out for years, but these are carbonated. You've got your protein bars. It's like a chocolate bar. And those don't seem like the things you would normally want to be consuming. But then it's like, hey, why not? The only way to beat that price is to get because it's almost like Halloween. It's like you're drinking soda almost and then eating candy. That's like canned pre-workouts. That's genius. I mean, I don't really know how good it works. You definitely feel something.
I'm not really going for laps right now.
I remember going to the gym when I was 18 and 19.
Maybe this is actually still kind of funny.
And getting my pre-workout.
But right now I'm just having it all go off. You look at the delivery right now when you have music going on over it, someone else is talking over the routine.
And then it would take 30 minutes or more to get there from the house to the gym.
Wearing headphones so I can listen to it.
But it's almost like, oh, maybe you need to work out at the house here, because when I take my pre-workout, I want to work out immediately. But then again, I don't know how much help it actually is.
Oh yeah, I want to just see what it was like talking to the laptop camera.
Just got this for $30. And so I can do some assisted pull-ups. Work on my wide grip. But I can't lift myself up wide grip. But you can also just sort of hang on wide grip more. And leg raises. Yeah, I'm starting off so fresh. All this stuff is really getting to me.
Yeah, there's no telling how well this is going to turn out, and this is an hour-long video. You just gotta bear with it.
If you're going to be doing assisted pull-ups, why don't you try and just jump up to the thing? But you can also tell you're not really working out the muscles too hard. Let's do some assisted pull-ups, and this will give you basically the experience almost of if you were in really good shape.
Yeah, where I'm saying all the stuff I want to.
Other resistance bands you can use in a similar way, but they're more expensive, and I haven't used them yet, but I got the idea from someone who was using one of those.
I feel great about all this stuff. It's fantastic. This is all
I think I might want to get a headband on to keep my hair out of my eyes.
It's all kind of humiliating and traumatizing.
Got a headband.
Hopefully it all works out.
And you see sometimes, you see people with the headband on at the gym or whatever, and it's like, what are they wearing that for? And it's because of either their hair or because they sweat a lot. All right, now, last time I didn't show you how to get on the thing because when I was reviewing the footage, I saw it was pretty close to a wardrobe malfunction. So hopefully I can get on this thing without having a wardrobe malfunction.
This is fantastic. Got so much stuff going on, but I'm actually kind of got too much stuff going on. And I even thought about not doing the video commentary thing, but I'm still trying to do that over all my videos for this workout video series. Just practice the video editing, more my consciousness and existence going off. I feel like I am distracting myself or the viewer from whatever I'm saying, because if you don't have music going and don't have these other videos going, then you're actually listening to what the guy is saying, me, and maybe you might laugh at some of my personality a little bit, where you're like, I'm not laughing at all right now with this other stuff going on. You're just sort of tuning me out. I wasn't really trying to do a comedy routine, but I could almost repeat all the things I'm saying, just sort of come off really strong and pause for laughter. Maybe you would get some laughs, but that's not what we're going for.
Ta-da! And that's how I'm beginning my workouts right now. Doing pull-ups. But what I wanted to do in this session was show how my weight training last year at the end of high school went. When I said last year, I meant senior year. Not that it happened last year, because I haven't been in high school for a dozen years. 31, I think. Weight training, I basically did what I did with my Bowflex dumbbells. I did weight training first, freshman year, and then I got my Bowflex dumbbells. And then, I was using Bowflex dumbbells, but I took weight training every year, and you're not really supposed to do that, but it wasn't a year-round class. But it was something I enjoyed, and I already had enough PE credits, Took too many PE classes, but just weight training and yoga, basically. I took team sports freshman year, didn't like it. That's why I liked weight training, was because, you're exercising and there's basically no way to be bad at it. And it's basically like the first 2 years of weight training were the same. Do the dumbbell stuff. I worked out a lot since the last time I did weight training. Weight training would come in again, get to the same shape I did last time I did weight training. And then the third year of weight training, we started doing Olympic lifts, barbell lifts. He was making me do that all the time with some other kids. But the fourth year of weight training, they had built an entirely new gym, and they'd gotten rid of all the other gym equipment and made the entire gym strength cages with barbells. So I'm going to be doing that.
This is crazy. I'm barely even listening to myself.
Had us do.
I think it's because of the
and
music.
And that also goes into why I put on so much weight. But I'll just start doing the workout here. Here's another thing. I never really did these correctly. Maybe I can see if I can do it correctly this time. Now that you're watching, I guess I'll do them how I always did. Power cleans. That's what we started with every day. You start with power cleans. And this is all power clean is the barbell's on the ground, and then you come down here, grab it, and in one motion, take it all the way up to your chest. Yeah, I'm not actually doing it right, but that was basically it.
I almost feel like the music doesn't even
sort of
add
difficult
anything to it.
do exercises and explain them.
Now,
at
that's
the
free
same
music,
time.
and I'm just
Let me
trying to
see if
play
I
through
can
it
do
all.
what an actual power clean is, or try and demonstrate it a little bit more.
Yeah, some of those songs are kind of weird.
On the internet, because what they're saying it is on YouTube is just not what I learned in high school.
I just have them on
Maybe
iTunes
it's just
playing.
like the
You
game
got a lot going on
Pig or
here still.
Horse, and from city to city you'll have slightly different rules. I don't think exercises are like that.
All the different
Okay.
media players I'm
I was doing
using,
this in the last
the streaming
video,
service.
where this is, a hang cleaners where you have it up here already, and then you bend down a little bit, and then just pop it up like that.
I love showing this
And
off.
yeah, he's doing them wrong.
Actually, I think it's going to your
Right.
head too much.
What is the point of doing that exercise? Someone might ask. And all I can tell you is it's exhausting. It's a very exhausting exercise.
These make
that
you
moves,
excited. I'm just glad, though.
multiple parts of your body.
Gotta keep that excitement going
it
until
seems like you can just get
you're
in
in
good
shape.
from doing
We'll
it.
see how far we get.
Or when I was in 8th grade, I joined a mat club with my friends, which is, middle school wrestling. And they all continued wrestling into high school, and I didn't because I didn't like it. But it makes sense in my mind to do these types of lifts if you're doing wrestling, because it's a lot of, this is for explosive power, or that's what they tell you. The guy used to always go, explode, and try and burst up and do it. But it almost seems like you're risking an injury doing that. But, you can tell if you were doing like a double leg takedown wrestling, where you're trying to grab the guy's legs and just stand up, sort of, and then doing that completely wrong. But if you're trying to do that, or maybe some kind of move like that, it would make sense to, like, how else are you going to get, this is almost the guy's body weight. When I did wrestling in 8th grade, I weighed 115 pounds.
Now, the way I'm talking is so
That's
crazy.
what middle schoolers are like. So
It's because I'm
let's say
exercising
I'm gonna
and
see if I
trying
can
to give
do the
instructions.
Exercise more correctly.
I'm projecting my voice a little bit
Okay,
at the
so
laptop.
I noticed that was different about it. A few things I saw on the internet. I'm gonna
Like
try
I'm just
them.
yelling for an hour and talking all exasperated.
Now, I'm only coming down a little bit when I'm doing a hang clean. But the guy on the internet went as far as down here. And yeah, I guess this does seem to be better. That's one thing. The other thing, I'm taking little breaks here so that I can keep on messing around with this thing. The other thing is when the guy is catching the thing, I'm almost catching it up right, but you're supposed to catch it in a squat. Oh my god. Oh, now you know what you're doing wrong. But if I'm gonna do those, I think I should practice them first with less weight than this even. But I could tell from the way it was making me feel just a second ago that yeah, that does seem better actually. I try and improve my form. See, it doesn't look as cool anymore, does it? You have to bend down though to pick it up too.
I just lowered the weight there so I could try and do the exercise more
I guess
correctly.
that's what you're supposed to do more.
I I had to be watching very carefully to notice
I'll do a couple more
what I was
of
trying to
those.
demonstrate.
It's like, oh, that's
Just
what it's gonna
buried
be right
into
now.
like 20 minutes into the
Gonna
video.
do the move correctly. Yeah, I can already tell it's getting to me. Oh yeah, this is something I never did. You know, is practice it without weight. That's not a luxury you get, you know, and when you're being taught in a class. 'Cause you're just supposed to man up. And I think you might even be supposed to be jumping up when you do that. That's what I wasn't doing before, is I wasn't catching it in a squat. Well, that doesn't really feel right. Now, I'm not sure if we started with power cleans. That sort of makes sense. But we might have started with deadlifts. That makes even more sense. I think it was power cleans. I'm not even sure if they taught us deadlift yet. And the deadlift, you come down here, grab the bar, and pick it up. And I was just showing it with both hands going one way. You can also do a mixed grip deadlift. And with a mixed grip deadlift, you have one hand going the other direction. And then there's the Sumo Deadlift. And when I was doing the deadlift, my legs are straight, my hands are coming down right next to them, and then with a mixed grip, my hands are slightly spread out more, just a tiny bit. So with the Sumo Deadlift, you have a slightly triangular, wide stance. I mean, my toes are pointed out. I wouldn't worry too much about your toe angles just yet, but my toes are slightly pointed out. I've got a slight wide stance, and then when you come down, you've got your hands closer like an incline bench, or a closed grip bench. No, what is it? Something like that, a closed grip bench. And then, you just stand up, and I'm not really too sure, but since there's a variation, I try and do all of them.
Alright, here we go. There's the one thing I worry about is this should seem pretty natural and self-explanatory, but the way you bend your back picking it up.
That way you can see. Because that's the one thing I'm not really explaining yet is your back. Show what the back looks like. And you sort of try and keep your back straight, but I tell you not to overthink it, or you'll see other people do it. There you go. So it's be all the way down here. Right. Get back like that as much as possible. But yeah, you can try and work on that. I haven't worried about it too much. But they just don't want you. You don't want to just come down like this, and try and lift it with your back. You're trying to lift it with your legs. You're just lifting it with your legs, keeping your back steady. And I got a lifting belt, and this was the cheap one. And last time I looked for a new one, I didn't see the other ones. But so far, these haven't really helped, but it's part of the thing. You might want to try one on sometime. But, if you're not in a weight training class, then you probably don't have any to try on. This one, I kind of don't like how it has that little dent thing, and it kind of looks weird. Kind of looks weird, right? And I put weight on, so the thing just won't stay, it won't fit around me anymore. Won't stay on. And yeah, you can put a, I've been using this, I don't know if anyone else does. It's a waist trimming belt. I got it at a thrift store. And it's sort of, you can use it as a corset, and it can help me lift more than I would without it, because it keeps your back, it reinforces your back, it's great, it's fantastic. Well, no, it's not great or fantastic, it's just whatever. And I also have a lifting vest. I've used that a couple times, but I usually don't use the lifting vest because the cords come into the armpits, and since I'm sweating, that's where all the bad sweat is in the armpits. I just come down and pick it up, and you're also not supposed to put it down, but since I'm doing it in my room, when they show it, you just stand up and drop it. That's what they do, but I'm using it in my room. I don't want to drop a weight on my floor. And I don't know if I'm explaining this well enough. It's like, what if they start doing something wrong? Oh, you didn't tell me to lift like that. It's also kind of a... Now I got 295 up last time, but that was, being pretty fresh. I've done this a couple of times now. I did those hang cleans and power cleans. I might not even want to test how much I can do, but that's almost kind of the only thing I really try and work at, and sort of start the exercise with the deadlift, Okay, here's another thing about the deadlift. This is 135. The bar weighs 45. These are 45-pound plates. That's 135. That's basic math. And the only reason I can count it up so fast is because I already know what it is.
I have to wonder if it's even worth it, doing the webcam video commentary.
Pounds, like a high schooler might. I don't know if that sounds heavy.
I want you to sit here and watch the whole thing.
In high school, but if you weigh 155 or 150, you put 10 pounds on, and this might be all you're capable of doing. I mean, if you only are going to be exercising for 6 months, you weigh 150. Maybe this is your deadlift, or maybe you can do a little bit more. I'm not exactly sure. Not really a huge difference. Yeah, you can kind of feel it. And then you don't know, maybe you can get a power clean up, but it's like already it's getting pretty hard to do the power clean. I don't even want to try right now. And then hang clean, power clean. Yeah, okay, maybe I can try doing one. This is almost going to be as far as you get on it, so that's not terribly exciting. You're not doing it correctly at the 45-pound weights on. You're not doing the landing in a squat, and then you're trying to put more weight on already. Maybe 155 is as far as you get, and then hang clean is almost easier than power clean. This is difficult to do while you have a mouthful of words continuing to come out all the time. You just need to stop talking for a second.
I was just talking myself to exhaustion.
see if I can do it.
I still feel exhausted
Nope.
from how much talking I was doing in this
I bet I
video.
can get it next time. This was like, what? Like already? You can't do more than that?
Yeah, my vocal cords felt like they got
it's
worked
like,
out.
put on 5 more pounds or something. Or put on the 25s.
Just running out of breath talking.
And I think, like, once you have 25s on, and that's 185, I think a lot of people, that's going to be how much they can bench or deadlift if they weigh under 200 pounds. You know, so don't get discouraged if you get to that amount. And 225, that's probably more than I could have done. You know, like, I don't know, maybe you can do 225 at 170 or 180. I mean, it's not a very impressive deadlift, but I don't know, been big for so long, but I guess we can try the 25s. It doesn't feel right. I feel like how am I supposed to do squats right now? Oh, yeah, it's too heavy right now.
I'm just kind of zoning out watching myself exercise.
And, okay, so now I got my back support on the waist trimming belt. And you don't want this thing coming off when you're doing the lift. Trying to see if we can get the thing to pop, you know?
Man, that was 275. I'm already sort of exhausted now. I'm eating a protein bar. And see how weird that looks? Just some fat kid eating a Snickers.
And I got a
I used to eat Snickers
protein
too,
drink.
thinking it was like hungry, grab a
second type
Snickers.
of protein juice I've seen, which I like
Let's just
more.
believing the commercial.
Now let's do some squats. I was like, whoa, why is he talking about doing squats? We just did deadlifts. Yeah, we're gonna go do some squats now. I was talking before about hang cleans and power cleans, how I wasn't doing them correctly. Because, and then, you know, some people are like, oh, what does it work? You know? And, you know, that way, you know, that's saving you some time, you know, because otherwise you're taking
This
the plates
song-
off, and then putting the bar
Kinda
up
weird.
there,
It's fine
and
though.
putting them back on. And I got my guard rails. These
Every
only come
day.
out to about a foot, so you gotta make sure you stay in control of the thing. And then look at how far down they are. I didn't start this far down, and you know, when you're learning squats, you're like, are you kidding me? Doesn't make sense to go that far down to people when they start, but if you don't go that far down, it doesn't actually count. Let's practice what happens when you do too much. That's not censored. Let's go down. You see, how am I supposed to get out from under that? Oh, I guess you let it roll off of you. Ugh. I guess it's good to practice that.
I definitely don't want to
Can you imagine if you had 300 pounds on you when you did that?
Watch the video again. I remember doing this with video games too, and you want to keep your video game episodes under 45 minutes, because it can feel like it's just dragging on forever.
Now, ever since I've gotten up to
something goes wrong, you have to watch the thing again.
Pounds, and I'm 240 right now.
So like that's how you spend your time.
Doing a set of 10 has been pretty difficult.
Taking up all my time doing this stuff, all my free time.
Guy, you know, maybe just do
just feeding yourself.
Probably gonna only go halfway. It's like, hey, as long as you're in the gym, it's fine. But then, you know, when I was going halfway, I realized, you know, I gotta start doing them correctly. You know, if I don't practice going down as far as I can, then yeah, I just need to start practicing. But if you do only go down halfway, it actually works your quads better. I don't know if you're trying to get big quads or what you're trying to do.
I think I would get that haircut and shave after I do a couple episodes of the video games I was playing a year ago and haven't gotten back to, and then also like once I'm past the initial warm-up, so that'll be symbolic. Yeah, it's not looking, it's, you know, definitely an unpleasant sight, the beard. The hair is...
Yeah, that was only 6. That felt pretty good. I already did deadlifts. I'm doing fine.
Also because maybe I haven't showered yet, you know, when I work out, because then I'm going to have to shower after I work out.
I don't even think, it doesn't even matter how hard you try. You don't make a lot of
how do
progress
you even get through the first week?
Shoulder presses,
and you might just work out one time, and then after a week work out again, and maybe it's accomplishing just as much.
You know, just only do deadlifts for 2 months, and then you'll be able to...
Working out every day is just going crazy, but that's also how you,
that's what happened with me.
Get really excited about it.
And that's basically how strong your shoulders get.
Sort of doing it for enjoyment, too, you know.
It doesn't really matter how much weight you use.
Enjoy doing
you can even
this
use
stuff.
6-pound dumbbells, and just 2 sets of 20. It's all the same, basically. I'll try and do 2 sets of 4. That'll be good. Alright, well, let's see how I do in my other set. And, you can also use your legs a little bit to push up. Other people might not count it, but whatever, you know. And you're just trying to see what your best is, sorta. Or maybe you're trying to squeeze out a few more. Yeah, I don't even feel like I can do 1, but I will be able to once I bend my legs a little bit. Just need a second.
I like that light being reflected on the plate and dip down a little bit. Lens flare, super tight.
I already feel like I worked out my arms so much. And then here's another thing, you can only do this because there's this bar thing here, and this bar, just like this piece up here, just connects these two things. So I put my feet up there and hang off the barbell and do some rows, some body weight rows. You see people do that on the bench. Why not do it on the squat bar? Well, you know, if you have something like that.
Alright, and this is a good time to, because after this I just do my next set of calcucuses, my made-up workout, and but after I finished that, I got on the treadmill for 10 minutes.
Or 200 pounds to bench 225 for more.
That's how I'm. You like that? You like that little corner video action? And you can do that in a video editor on Clipchamp, which is the first video editor I've seen do that. But I'm just opening it on another media player and screen capturing the thing with my streaming service that I'm also using to do the webcam video commentary. I'm using hotkeys to start and stop the program, because otherwise I used to then put it into a video editor to clip the beginning and end, so I'm saving some time there. Here's my circuit training program that I've designed with my mind. This is all just the preliminary warm-up part. It's all about incremental improvements that you probably will only go to like 315 or 410 almost. And we'll just see how we do this time. And then I was only doing this exercise system last year, and then did 90 workouts and still couldn't really accomplish my goal, and then I ended up having to stop, not being able to find time for it. So then this time I'm doing it alongside all the other workout stuff I know. But this is key to trying to get to a type of exercise that I really am enthusiastic about.
You're supposed to put them up here, keep it up there. You're going to feel that on your back, and just like embrace the pain. But since we're not embracing the pain, just sort of hold the one dumbbell, holding a dumbbell. Just sort of hold one dumbbell. However, and this is actually going to even make squatting easier almost.
I'm just so happy to see people do squats, though. That's just almost a personality disorder or a pathology. It's like it doesn't matter if other people are doing squats or not.
And I'm kind of worried about ripping my shorts too.
I'm also already thinking a week ahead, but like the next 7 videos are going to be like, and just how impossible it's going to be to actually watch these videos and take away anything from them. But mostly I think you just see a guy working out, and then hopefully you'll think I should work out too. That's really all I want some possible viewer to take away. Just announcing that I'm exercising, because I don't want to be like surprise fit. I get all the way fit and then show myself off. Well, this is all the stuff I'm doing. Trying to let you know what it takes. Or finding it out for myself the first time. It's all really experimental, hazy territory, difficult terrain. I don't feel like $1,000,000. I feel great about all these videos of myself I'm pushing play on, though. This is insane videotaping myself so much. I'm also thinking the next couple of videos I should do without a shirt on at all. Is one thing I'm thinking about is like, what if you thought that my stomach wasn't even real? Yeah, it looks kind of gross, but what if you thought he was using a prosthetic stomach to look overweight when he actually wasn't overweight? And you know, then at the same time, it's like, well, I hope that through all this exercise that improves. Because I don't know if that's just going to be some weird growth on my body for the rest of my life. But you know, it sort of scares you and motivates you to be constantly trying to improve that. We'll see how it goes. Can't really give you any advice until I can at least improve myself. Yeah. Get some more before and afters by doing the next, like redoing a lot of all the exercises again, doing them shirtless. And also, I've already been working out for a week, so still probably look better than I did a week ago, but it's all very slight, because you're still going to essentially look the same after 6 months. Or are you? Well, we can find out together and make that decision for ourselves. I love these little 6-pound dumbbell shoulder presses. They're my favorite, one of my favorite things. Just remember how good the essential circuit training HIIT, high intensity interval training sort of exercise gets you to this really amazing feeling, but you know, so does yoga, and Tai Chi's pretty cool too, and I'm definitely enjoying the weightlifting. I'll see if we can get there. Now you'll only know what I'm talking about after 100+ workouts, is what it's looking like. Like, that's probably a bigger commitment than you were planning for. And you don't have to do what I'm doing, just sort of work out and play by ear. I also need to make videos about preparing food. I'll show you all the different stuff I eat.
Yeah? Okay.
I'll give you all the mathematics. Here's that ab wheel thing again. I'm hoping this ab wheel's gonna, you know, be the piece of the puzzle that solves the equation. I mean, I'm not really using it correctly yet, but after I use it 10 or 20 times, I'll be able to use it more correctly. And we'll just see how it's going in 2 months. Yeah, good luck watching 2 months of exercise, though, because that's, yeah, it's definitely over 60 hours edited down. Because how much I'm doing is just insane. I'm gonna get ready to stop the recording. There we go, getting off the treadmill. Okay, here's a good time to stop.